It's great to be here with y'all tonight. We're happy to see all these really great folks out here in front of us.
Well, thank you very much for coming out to the farm and see a lot of our friends out there and some folks we don't know. We'd love to meet you before you leave tonight. And for wherever you all came from, thank you very much.
Yes, thank you. Hey, we do want to let y'all know that if for some reason we have some dull moments and we see a hand go up and it's a request, that's okay. We take requests. The only condition is that we know it. That leaves it a little bit skinnier of an option. Here goes with an old-time fiddle medley. Here we go.
We need a guitar. We're going to have a guitar here in a second.
This is an introduction until we're ready to start. Okay, so we've got a lot of great fiddlers up here, and we got some fun stuff coming up. It looks like we're gonna let everybody know we've had a great jam camp. I just showed up with my lovely wife Sarah and our children Tyler and Abby. We just showed up this evening, but we haven't been here for jam camp. We wanted to come, but we heard it was great. And we got a bunch of fiddlers that are here from coming to jam camp. Is that right, Rudy? So we're going to have them share some of their wonderful stuff here with everybody. Stuff, that's a terrible word for it. The music, it's real music, and a lot of fiddles. Wow. We'll get the mics ready, and they're going to share with y'all some great music here.
That's okay. Stand right here.
Starting with Home on the Range.
Time on the fiddles, guys. How about that? That's about 3 families represented up here, or 4 families. And a couple of them are coming up to do these next few songs. Brendan's missing in action, but we're just going to fill in the gap because that's what he'd do for us. And let's see, who is first? We have got the Stasak family coming up next. Emily, why don't you introduce this family?
That's what we do, Ben. We pass it around.
It's called not passing the buck, passing the mic.
All right, I'll just leave it in the thing. Maybe not.
Could you introduce them like something personal?
Yeah. All right, I have known the Stasak family for maybe 10 years. They've been coming to camps for that long, and they're a delightful family. I think they have 6 kids? 5 kids. All right. It's amazing this year. I haven't seen them for 6 years, and this year when they came. I was like, wow, everyone grew up so much. 6 years does that. All right, I'm going to let Mikkel introduce the names of all of these guys. Or actually, why don't I just have you say your name in the mic? Gideon?
I'm Gideon Stasak.
How old are you?
I'm Mikkel.
You want to say how old you are?
I'm 14.
All right. You ready? Noelle? You wanna say your name?
I'm Noelle, and I'm 10.
Good job.
I'm Gabrielle, and I'm 8.
I'm Jordan, and I'm 12.
All right, come on, stand right up front here.
Says my brain a reeling when I'm listening to the music of a military band. Any tune like Yankee Doodle simply sets me off my noodle. It's that patriotic something that no one can understand. Way down south, the land of Colton, melody and Taylor will fight for freedom. Hurrah, hurrah, we'll join the Jubilee, and that's going some for the Yankees that come. Red, white, and blue, I am for you. Honest, you're a grand old flag. You're a grand old flag, though you're torn to a rag, and forever in peace may you wave. You're the emblem of the land I love, the home of the free and the brave. Every heart beats true under red, white, and blue, where there's never a boast or a brag. And should all acquaintance be forgot, keep your eye on the grand old flag.
Good job, guys. All right, and you have one more?
Yeah, this one's in G. Are we ready? Here is a story from the good book we know, a story about a miracle that happened long ago. We hope that you'll take courage when temptation you meet. There's somebody watching you who's strong when you're weak. They held on to the will of God, so we are told they wouldn't bow. And you see the idol made of gold, they wouldn't burn. They were protected by the fourth man in the fire. They wouldn't bend, they wouldn't bow, they wouldn't burn. Now the prophet Daniel tells about 3 men who walked with God. Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, wicked king they stood. And the king commanded them bound and thrown the fiery furnace that day. With fire so hot the men were slain and forced them on their way. They wouldn't bend, they wouldn't bow, they wouldn't burn, they wouldn't bow. There's Shadrach, Meshach, Abednego on the fiery furnace next day. The one that I see is like the Son of God. They wouldn't bend, held on to the will of God, so we are told they wouldn't bow. They wouldn't burn, they were protected by the fourth man in the fire. They wouldn't bend, they wouldn't bow, they wouldn't burn.
Good job.
Yeah. Wow, that is great. Do we have some more coming up, right?
Actually, we do. Saxon's going to be coming up. Saxon Ropp from up in Lebanon, Oregon. Our grandfather, my dad's dad, over here, Chuck Booher, Charles Booher, used to play this. I don't know how long ago he started playing this song, but he kind of got us started in music about 70 years ago. We don't really look that old, but, it happens. He was 27, so that would have been 77 years ago that he started. Oh, we didn't start back then. He did. 72 years ago? 72 years ago. Yeah, he is 98 years old today, or as of this year, yes. All right, Saxon, we're ready.
I'm going to play the Irish Washerwoman.
Here, yeah. Saxon.
Yeah.
Thank you, Saxon. Saxon Rock.
Yeah. Wow, very nice. I sure like that old song. And yeah, Papa played that for a long time. He probably still does, but he hasn't played it for us for a while.
We have another family coming up, actually represented by 3 sisters. Where are the cue cards? Oh, right here. Awesome. Well, they are ready. Okay. Could you introduce yourself?
Good evening, everyone. I'm Marta. We're from Centralia, and these are my 2 sisters, Stephanie and Lydia. And they have a duet they're playing. It's called Kerfunken Jig. And then we have a special after that. So here you go. All right, anyways, so we're Ukrainians, and we have a special for you. We're going to sing a song in Ukrainian, and I just thought I could translate a little bit so that you could kind of have a general idea of what the song is about. It's a family favorite. My dad would have family devotions every evening, and we'd sing some of our favorites before we would start Bible reading and prayer. Anyways, and the song has really stuck in my heart because of the words, and they just have a lot of meaning to me. It's when you accept the Lord Jesus Christ in your life, He gives you a new song in your heart, and that song rings in your heart till the day you die if you follow Jesus and stuff. And it brings a new meaning every time you sing it because the Lord is never ending. He's everlasting, and it's renewed day in and day out. And we're going to sing 3 verses, and so that's pretty much the idea of the song. Чудову пісню спас мені дав з небесної висоти, такої я ніколи не співав, то є мелодія любві. В моїм серці є мелодія, яка чудова є. В моїм серці є мелодія, то є мелодія любві. Любов Христа, що вмер Він за нас, дала мені вже життя. І все це вселила мелодія, радію тепер вже я. В моїм серці є мелодія, яка чудова є. В
моїм серці є мелодія, то є мелодія любві. Буду співати Спасові я, коли там зійдемося всі. О, як буде там мені радісно, коли зустріну своїх. В моїм серці є мелодія, яка чудова є. В моїм серці є мелодія, то є мелодія любві.
So we girls are going to do a song together. I'm Carla Booher. I'm Rudy's wife. That's my claim to fame around here. And this is my oldest daughter, Emily. My next oldest daughter, Clara, Ruth, and Paula. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So we're going to sing a song called I Can Trust Jesus. Okay, we'll go to Plan B. Boys, come on up. So we spent the last, 5 of the last 6 years, most of the last 6 years in Bolivia. And we went down originally to work for an orphanage for 2 years and never intended to adopt. We planned on coming back home after 2 years. But on our way home, we all decided, it wasn't really just on the way home, but we changed our minds and we went back and adopted a sibling group of 3 children. And so I call them my chocolate babies. I have 6 vanilla and 3 chocolate. So I think they're hiding out behind the stage. Can you guys come up on stage? They're shy, so we're not going to make them perform. Anyway, so while we were in Bolivia, the language they speak there is Spanish. So you got to hear Ukrainian, and now you get to hear a song in Spanish. The name of this song is Sobre los Prados, which is hard to translate. So, someone else want to take a stab at it? Sobre los Prados?
Through the meadows.
Oh, it's like through the meadows, or
I sing.
it's basically how God created the earth, and we're praising Him for His creation.
Sobre los prados pusiste, Señor, el poder sin igual de sus manos. Los arroyos y cerros, tú los formaste, oh Señor, ven tus manos sobre mí. Haces los nubes llover y los ríos correr. Hasta llenar el mar, vida abundante quieres dar. Dominas tú sobre el cielo y la tierra. Oh Señor, ten tus manos sobre mí. Oh Señor, ten tu mano sobre mí.
Okay, yeah. On with the show.
You guys ready for a little black and white rag?
Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. trying to show off, this guy.
Yeah, Rudy. We did it. We did it. We made it.
Thank you,
We
brothers.
made it. Thanks, Rudy.
Thank you, guys. Well, the nieces and nephews, the cousins, are going back to change for this next song. It's going to be a special rendition, and I think they do have some prep to do. So give them 5 minutes. We'll be back. Thank you so much. Can't believe these guys. I told them this when we were preparing for this concert, that they needed to know that their uncles and aunt just aren't available anymore. It's on their shoulders. So, hey, they're stepping up. I think it's time for us to join the audience. All right, Clancy Booher.
First, we're going to take just a minute, speaking of our father, and we're going to sing happy birthday. Today is his birthday, June 30th is his birthday. So if you all could join us, we're going to sing happy birthday to our father.
You didn't tell how many birthdays.
No, not telling that.
How many is it? Not
It's a
telling.
secret.
Nope, secret. That's total secret.
Ready? Would you lead us by on this? Ready?
What do you want me to lead you on?
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday. Okay, so happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Michael. Happy birthday to you. It's Daddy, Grandpa, Michael. Woo!
Okay, well, here we go. So this is going to feature Clancy on this next one. You want to introduce it, Clancy? No? It's an old one of our favorite hymns called Great is Thy Faithfulness. So we're very incredibly thankful for, speaking of our father and mother, we are so thankful for God's faithfulness in our lives to give us parents that loved us and raised us up to fear the Lord. It says in the Bible, the fear of the Lord is the beginning of all wisdom. So any wisdom we have and the blessings of our children and the blessings we've experienced are because our parents taught us to fear God. And we thank the Lord for that in His Word. Okay, ready? Okay, since we were taking requests, Philip Witt over here requested I play Listen to the Mockingbird. I thought I'd worn that one out, but Philip, I guess I'll try it for you. Because I play that every year, you know. It's kind of a... I like that song because I know it. Okay, are we going to try it? I'm not even sure what sound a mockingbird makes, so I make these little weird bird sounds, and maybe it's another kind of bird. I don't know. Let's see. Y'all ready? Kenneth, you ready?
You guys do it.
No, why don't you help me?
He's not in tune. Just go.
He's not in tune?
I'll wait just a second for you. I'll wait for you. Here. I tell my mom, you know, when she always wants to do this thing every summer, I said, Mother, we're becoming more and more unprofessional every year. So, please, so you guys have to deal with that. We're not professionals anymore.
We were? What?
Not too fast. Thank you.
Yeah. We got more.
All right, cousins. It's the cousins' turn again. Oh, you, Miles.
You want to plug in?
This is a song I wrote, and I played it for Grandma B earlier today, and she insisted that we play it tonight. Oh, sorry. I just want a house on a hilltop, just a little white house with a porch and a rocking chair, and this is why I want a house on a hilltop, so that I can watch the sunrise in the morning and the sunset at night. It doesn't have to be a mansion, it could be a tumble-down shack, as long as I can see the sunrise in the morning and the sunset at night. I wanna wake up in the morning,
Hear my rooster crowing,
cock-a-doodle-doo, and I would watch the sunrise in the morning and the sunset at night. 'Cause when you're living in a valley, you
don't really see a sunrise, and life gets too busy to watch the sun set at night. And this is why I want a little house on a hilltop. I just want to watch the sunrise in the morning and the sunset at night. It doesn't have to be a mansion, it could be a tumble-down shack, as long as I could watch the sunrise in the morning and the sunset at night. And I'll wake up in the morning,
Hear my rooster crowing.
and I would watch the sunrise in the morning and the sun set at night. Thank you.
We have a couple of people, very special people we'd like to invite to the stage. This is our dad and our mom, Mike and Dolores. Please make them welcome.
Boy, these mics are hot.
Wow, I wasn't going to have stage fright because I wasn't going to get up here, but now
It is your birthday.
Yeah,
know
it's wow.
all I can say is
Yeah, these
I'm
are-
over the hill.
Yeah. Well, he went over the hill a long time ago, and
The
so
view
did
is,
I.
the
So
view
you
is
know,
pretty good.
it's pretty easy going from here on out. Really. Sometimes we don't think so, but you know, we raised all our kids, and we thought, wow, what are we ever going to do? I always used to think, what am I going to do when all the kids are gone? It'll just be two of us. That's just impossible. But we've been enjoying.
I've been enjoying this so much, and the fact that so many of you came out tonight. That's
Thank
really
you.
very
And
nice. Very
Thank
nice.
you, everybody that came, and we really appreciate Experience Oregon coming back. And we missed you last year, but last year was kind of we didn't have very many of us together, and so we're glad you came this year when we have more of us.
It's all my wife's doing.
Well, every year, you know, some of you have heard me say this before, but I always say, you know, we need to have a concert. And, oh, Mother, we should skip a year. Then people would be more happy to come back. I say, no, we need to do it every year. What do you all think? Okay, well, we're going to turn this.
I think next year there'll be more cousins and less uncles.
I think we're going to have more uncles, too, and more cousins.
I like the cousins. How about you guys? Woohoo!
Yep.
I think that was amazing.
I know
They really did a good
that
job.
my dad is fixing to have great-grandchild number 62.
Yeah, I think so. Well, we're fixing to have grandchild number 40, so. How many of you ever heard Merowyn sing at the Chuck Wagon or, all right, yeah. Well, she's on number 9, and she's going to have this baby sometime in January, so they're kind of sticking close to home, or they would have been up here for sure. Okay, well, thank you again for coming, and we hope to see a lot of you next year.
We're going to turn this back over to the musicians.
Well, wait a minute. Weren't we going to have a song from Mother and Daddy?
No.
No song? Ah.
We're just being the audience.
You know, people ask us, how'd you get your musical background? You know, when we were kids, when we were little, we all grew up here. Daddy had an accordion. He played that accordion and put Chris, my oldest brother, who's over in the Ukraine, on his lap. And so Chris started playing the piano really young. But Mother always sang to us at night. She sang this song called For God So Loved the World. It's the Bible verse in John 3:16. And so that's what we knew that verse so well. Can we sing that tonight? Yeah. But this is a song that I remember your mother always sang to us. And so that was and then Daddy played these German, he had gone to Europe in a service, and he loved the German polka music. You know, this like tubas and all this band stuff. And so I think that's one thing that gave us a good sense of rhythm. Is we had all these records from Daddy's years in Germany back then. And we played a lot of German polka music around our house. Okay, you ready?
Mike. Mike.
Okay, could you guys step down to those other two mics?
Sure. We'd love to.
Great. And then we're going to use this one. Guitar. Yep. And this. Just so we play it.
So we got two pretty short songs, then you guys can all head for home. Okay, thank you so much for your patience getting the sound going today too. Ready?
For God so loved the world, He gave His only Son to die on Calvary's tree, from sin to set me free. Someday He's coming back, what glory that will be. Wonderful His love for me.
Okay, this is the Orange Blossom Special. We'll see if we can still do it.
It's about 5 minutes long, so you got anything to do, any place you need to go, now would be the time to go and do it. We're going to give it a shot here. It's been a while. It's been a while. Okay. How do we start this? Together. That's good. We're going to do it together. And we'll keep doing it together. Sounds good. That way he can cover up all my bad notes. Thank you so much. God bless you all. Thank you very much for coming out tonight.